also. I'm more nervous because there's a lot more in this class than there was in the last one. So give me, you know, moments if I just lose it. Okay, so you guys all know that toxins are bad and you use them a lot all over your household. So I'm going to talk to you today about some of the things that you can do differently in your bathroom. Mainly having to do with your face today, and then I'm just going to go into a few other items that you can use as well. So I'm going to go through my facial routine real quick because everyone washes their face, and this is for males and females. And I'm going to start with honey. So does anyone here use honey? No. Yes. On your face or like ingestion only?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone use it outside of ingestion? Yeah. Okay. So you use it where? Your hair? That's awesome. How does it feel? Yes. Okay. And you?
Yeah, with sugar.
Yes. Okay. So I use honey on my face, and what that does is it rehydrates and it moisturizes, and it protects from free radicals, which are the things that get in your face and cause acne in the first place. And there it goes. Okay. So once I have the honey on my face, I try to exfoliate with salt. I exfoliate every day, and some people will tell you not to, but I find that it works really well. And it gets rid of the dead skin cells, which rejuvenate new skin. So the salt heals your skin from blemishes and cuts and scars, or whatever the case is going to be. It's going to close up those things in your face. So you put it on, you exfoliate, and then you rinse. After you're done rinsing, what I do is I use apple cider vinegar with water. It's acidic, and this is good for your hair and your face. Acids, pH levels. You guys know about this? Anybody? Yeah? Okay. So this with water, you want to dilute it if your skin is not steel. I don't always dilute it because I have really rough skin, but otherwise it's going to burn, and you don't really want that. So dilute it with some water, and you'll be fine. And then I use coconut oil. Does anyone here use coconut oil for anything?
For everything.
Yeah. So coconut oil has a lot of uses, and I put it on afterward, and it's going to moisturize, and it's going to just, it's amazing for your hair and your face, and you can also use it for your teeth. And there's just so many things. I would suggest you look it up. Okay, and then this is an exfoliating rag I use. It's agave nectar. Oh, sorry. It's an agave cloth. This is what it looks like. And what this does is it exfoliates. Also, it removes dead skin, which is what's most important when you're taking a shower. Not necessarily your soap and not necessarily cleaning. It's about getting the dead skin off so you can get new skin. And that's going to clean off the dirt and everything as well. So what happens with this is that when you wet it, the fibers extend, and it turns into a really nice soft cloth. Right now it's pretty rough, and actually I can pass this around so you guys can feel it. Yeah. And I wish I could wet it for you so you could see how much it changes. But it lasts a really long time. I've had mine for about a year now, and it has a gaping hole in the middle, maybe because I scrub too hard, but whatever. Either way, it's really amazing. It's only $8. You can buy it at Whole Foods, and it lasts a really long time, and it's all natural, instead of using that plastic loofah that you would normally use that falls apart and all of this stuff, and then gets added to the landfill. Okay, this is a miswak. Does anyone know what this is?
No.
You do? And you do? Okay. This is a teeth cleaning stick. Everything that's in your toothpaste is an active ingredient in this without all the chemicals. So what you do is you peel off the bark, you chew it up, and it'll turn into bristles, and then you brush your teeth with it.
You gotta let it soak too.
I'm sorry?
I say you gotta let it soak too.
Yeah, you can let it soak so that the bristles are not so hard. In the last class I was talking about some of the pros and cons of this. It is a lot better than using toothpaste and toothbrush because it doesn't come with all the toxins. But the bad thing about it is that you will have to use it more often than you use your toothbrush. So that means I don't know, most people brush their teeth twice a day. This would be 3 to 5 times a day. So, but it's easy to carry around. And was going to show you that actually. Can we see it? Can I?
What do you find?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass this one around to you. I actually brought some, so if you'd like to purchase one from me, I can give you one so you can try it out if you'd like. And I'm gonna sell them for $1 right now. But I bought a box of 30, and yeah, you can smell it. You can smell like it's great. Anyway, I bought a box of 30, and I believe it's like, oh, I can't remember. But it's around like 60 to 80 cents a piece when you're buying them, depending on where you're getting them. But you can buy them off of Amazon. But mine came with a carrying case. It's plastic. I've been looking for something else, but this is what it came with. And so I just carry it around, and when I'm done eating or whatever, just, you know, you go through. So this actually heals cavities. It whitens your teeth, and it prevents gingivitis and all of that other stuff. And and that's a big deal for me. Growing up, I ate a lot of candy, a lot of sugar, always had cavities, and this has actually been healing the cavities that I have, instead of having to go to the dentist and get your mouth messed up, right? Okay. Okay. This is, does anyone know what this is? Puma, close. Pumice,
Hummus.
right? This is lava rock, and what you do with this is that you scrub your feet or your body. I told my last class, I wouldn't suggest using it on your skin unless you're sure. You'll feel it. This one is rougher, and this one's gonna be softer. And I use it on my skin because I'm crazy and I've got rough skin, and I just like to get the skin off. For your feet, this is amazing, and it gets rid of all of those nasty little spots, usually like the side of the foot, the back of the foot. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is my vitamin E oil. I keep this in the bathroom for small cuts, small scrapes, a little bit of rough skin that the coconut oil is not going to take care of, usually knees and elbows, right? And in cases where I'm going through something during the winter and my lips get really chapped or dry, I go with this over the coconut oil. Okay, this is a safety razor. Okay, instead of buying disposable plastic razors, this one razor is amazing. This is $29. And they come with universal razors, right? So you open this up. And these are the razors that you'll find inside. And these are universal. So no matter what brand of razor you get, they're all gonna fit in here. I bought a pack of 100 razors for $20. That's gonna last me forever. Forever. Plus you can resharpen these. So if you rub these against your jeans, for example, it's gonna resharpen the blade, and you're gonna keep using it. There are also, the different brands are different kinds. So you've got chrome here, I've got platinum, and I've also got stainless steel. And apparently it's about what your preference is. I haven't had a chance to try all these. I'm using the Shark right now, which is the stainless steel blade. And I've got a lot of them, so I'm gonna have to go through all these, but some are heavier than others, thicker than others, and it really depends on what you're after in your shave, I guess. So I would suggest you guys give this a try, because you'll never buy these plastic razors again and have to go through all this ridiculous stuff. Okay, this is an alun bar. I know some people didn't understand me last time. A-L-U-N, alun. So what it is a mineral, and this is the active ingredient in your deodorant. So this is all that you really need, and everything else in your deodorant is a lot of extra stuff. And I also wish I could have done an example with this, but I'm gonna pass these around so you can see. I want you to know that, like, from that bar, this has been over a year of use. So it goes for a really long time. But I will say that you do tend to use it more often because it doesn't get caked on into your armpit and all that stuff. So what you do is you take this, you put some water on it, you rub it on your armpits, and then it's fine. This is also used for after shaving. It cools the skin. If you do not want to use the alun bar, which I said it does take more applications, It comes in a spray. I don't like to use this because it comes in the plastic bottle, and I'm just not a fan of the packaging, honestly, but this does work better. So the liquefied version of it, you guys can buy this. It's called Crystal Body Deodorant Spray, and it now comes in different scents. So if you want a scent, you can get that. And you just spritz it on, and it lasts. It's really good. This one's for the ladies only. This is Luna. Yeah. This is a menstrual cup, and this lasts for 3 to 5 years. It is a high grade of plastic, so it's for like surgical plastic. And what you do is you fold it this way. I don't know if you guys can see that. You slip it into the vagina. It pops open and it catches your menstrual. Okay. You guys may have noticed the sugar cane. I brought this because I was talking about toxicity, so I decided to poison everybody's body with the most toxic thing for human bodies. And I did have it chopped up, and I gave it out in my last class. And then I ate all the rest of it, not knowing I was going to do this presentation again. Okay, so I think I pretty much wrapped it up. Did anyone have any questions about anything? Yes?
Can you repeat what that little tube of oil? Yeah, what is that again?
Vitamin E oil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else?
So what inspired you to do this kind of research and incorporate these kinds of products in your life?
Okay. I was, first of all, very poor. Okay, I'm gonna, I didn't go through this yet, but this is $15, and it has 43 teaspoons in it, and I use a half a teaspoon on my face for each face wash. That is 48 washes for $15, and it works better than anything I've ever tried. And it moisturizes, and you see the difference. No matter who you are, if you use this, you will see and feel the difference. Your skin will clear up so fast. The same thing for every other product on here. It's just so much cheaper. I'm seriously dirt poor, like no lies, guys. And I don't have any shame about it. This is why I came to this. But the other reason was because I was overweight and depressed. And I found out that the toxins that you're using hold the fat in your body. So what happens is that when you're breathing in all these toxins and you are using all these toxins on your body every day, the fat cells want to close away this toxin. So all the toxins in your body are surrounded by fat, and the fat won't let it go, because if the fat lets it go, it's going to get into your bloodstream and it's going to poison your body. Because of this, a lot of people right now are overweight and they can't lose the weight. When I stopped using all the toxins in my body, I seriously was able to drop that weight a lot faster. I was 83 pounds 2 years ago. And I am now 125. Yeah, but I went down to like 111. It was a bad winter. And then I regained all the weight recently, so I'm at my goal weight last month, actually. And I think the other main reason was that, like, along with food issues, obviously, pertaining to your moods, food really does create your mood. I was very depressed, and one day I decided to look up toilets because I was really depressed and I was in a really bad state of mind, and I just needed something to take my mind off of whatever was going on. I looked up toilets and I found out that someone who created the toilet was not a genius on how waste works. So when you're sitting in that position, what you're doing is you're causing a lot of pressure on your bowels, and you're releasing toxins into your body because your body is not meant to be in a sitting position when you're defecating. What you're supposed to be doing is what? Do you guys know? Squatting. You're supposed to be in a squatting position. So when you're not in that squatting position, you're putting so much pressure. And instead of your defecation getting out of you, it's leaking into your body. This is also a reason that males get a lot of prostate cancers, which is really ridiculous because of the shape of our toilet. And it's not something that anyone really talks about or would ever change. And I just thought to myself, like, why are we using this? And, what else am I doing wrong? Whoa, how did I not know this? This causes cancer and all kinds of stuff. So because of that, I really decided I really wanted to know what else in my life was poisoning me and what else there was that could be different and if there were alternatives to it. And so I just started really delving into that and getting into that kind of research because, look at this. Like, this is the most simple thing in the world. And it's ridiculous that I used to spend so much money on all these things I didn't need, that I thought I needed because someone told me I needed it, and found out that it was actually killing me. So that's the main reason why I did this.
Did you watch the film Origins?
I did, yeah. I actually, surprisingly, I just watched that at the library the other day. I had never seen it, and I saw it up on, I have this list of 100 sustainable change documentaries.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it was on there, so I decided to watch that one recently, and yeah. But for the most part, this was all self-done, and then what happened was that then I was on my lonely island, right? You know, you understand sustainability, and you're trying to tell your friend, like, this is poison, and that's poison, and this is, you gotta listen to me. And they're like, you know, come on, what's wrong with you? You're overreacting, everyone uses this. And so for a long time, I felt really alone, and then actually being here in this class in Professor Hull's class, this is the first time I'm actually surrounded by people who sort of get what I'm even talking about.
Yeah.
Because even still, you know, when I first started brushing my teeth with a stick, you know, a lot of people were like, what are you talking about? But this stick has been being used for thousands of years and has way better things in it and works, you know, and it heals your mouth. It's not just preventative or whatever the case, or, you know, it really heals your mouth. And that's what's most important to me. And so I was going to keep doing what I was doing, even if people didn't really get it at the time or whatever. Yeah.
Where does that stick originate?
Okay, so these actually come off a lot of different kinds of tree. There's like palms that have it. So you can find it in the roots, and you can find it in the branches. This one, forgot what it's called. Salsinate, you know, because it's those Latin words. Yeah, it's like a Latin word for the tree, but you can look up the tree as a teeth cleaning twig tree, and they are in Africa a lot of the time. So you can find that tree, and actually I looked up how to plant it and stuff. Apparently it is like a weed, it grows really quickly, and if you cut a branch, it inspires the tree to grow more. So this is extremely cheap and affordable and able for anybody to have all over the world. And I guess that's why they use it all over the world but here. So, yeah.
Very good. That's very interesting.
Anyone else? Yes.
How many times can you use one stick?
Okay. So I guess that depends on your own discretion, right? Like I said, you're going to want to brush more often with this than you would with a toothbrush. And so when this starts to look like a broom, you just cut it and you move down. So it really does depend on how often you're brushing and how hard you're brushing, and, you know, how long you're brushing even, because the longer you're doing it, the more it's getting, you know, taken up. Yeah. Yes.
How much for that bundle? The whole bundle, I'll take
Okay,
it.
and you know what? I just asked my last class, if I put all of this together in a bundle, would you buy it? Can I get a raise of hands, a show of hands? Would you buy this? Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm going to think about doing that, but I do have miswaks right now if you want to try it out. You know, you don't have to stop brushing your teeth, no one's saying that, but you can use it as a side thing, maybe carry it around with you for a while and see how you like it, because it does work. And I can give those to you at the end of the class.
I'll buy one.
Okay.
I'm curious to try it.
Yes.
Yeah, I use it
I'll
also
take
to
one.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. Mr. Holes is giving one too. Professor, sorry, keep doing that. All right, anyone else?
Want me to buy one? Or me to-
No, question? No? No? Okay.
Can I just use the crystal deodorant thing?
This one?
Yeah, because I use like a Tums.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say
But
too,
it's
is like, you can get alternatives, like you can go buy a non-toxic toothpaste, you know, but you're still dealing with a lot of packaging,
Yeah.
and you're still dealing with, you know, it's just not as simple. To me, it's just not as simple, and I just want whatever is the most simple and most effective. And this is what I found was most effective out of all of those things.
Did you do a lot of research,
Absolutely.
or you just came up to try the product or heard about something?
I did a lot of research before doing things, but I am that kind of person, like, if it's not working and it could be better, I'll go and try something else. So I was telling the last class I have a blog that was not intended to be read by anyone, so it's all over the place. But it was just like a Tumblr I started, so that it was just like a place where every time I found something, I just threw the link up there so that I know where it was and I could get back to it when I decided, okay, I actually like this best. So everything's up there, and people have said I should probably organize it so other people can find things, but it hasn't happened. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I might start something new now because it turned out people are pretty interested. That's cool.
So mark this day because she's going to be famous one day.
Oh gosh.
You met her here.
Okay.
So what does your dentist say? Do you ever go to the dentist?
I actually used to go to the dentist, and I don't now. Reason being, I don't have dental insurance. So the last things that I got done at the dentist were root canals. And during the root canals, they put my caps back on wrong. So it actually tilted my jaw, and it gave me back problems.
Yeah.
Because of that, I realized I didn't really want to do this anymore. So when my wisdom teeth were coming in recently, over the last couple of years, it was not fun. And I looked up information on it, and a lot of dentists are told, we're going to tell you, just pull the teeth, regardless of if it's going to cause you problems or not, just pull the teeth.
Yeah.
And that was really upsetting to me because I'm thinking like, okay, my ancestors have had these teeth for I don't know how long. Why would you just pull these teeth? Well, because it could push against your other teeth, or it could do this, right? And so I decided to just let them grow in, and it turned out great. And because of the miswak, like I said, I have 2 cavities that still exist, and they've been healing over the last year, and they visibly are smaller. They are shrinking, and I don't feel the need to go and do other things.
One of the reasons they also tell you to remove your wisdom teeth, my dad's a dentist, so I actually noticed it. When it pushes your other teeth together, it can actually create space for bacteria to get underneath your skin and actually cause problems underneath the skin, which I had that issue, and I had to get a surgery from here all the way up to here when they emptied out unhealthy bacteria that was turning into much more serious issues. So our jaw lines have gotten way slimmer over the past 200 years, and our mouths just don't have the space for the cavities anymore. And if you look at kids that are born after the 1995 onwards, about 80% of them don't actually have, it doesn't even grow in.
Yeah, and actually that was the research I did, and that was what I was worried about. Like, was it going to push, and was I going to get infections and things like that? And I did decide to risk it. I was scared. Dentistry is not my favorite place to be. I have a really bad, once I went and I had 7 cavities when I was a kid, and every single one of them had to be drilled and filled. So it's something I avoid at all costs. So when I did read all of that, and I did make that decision. I'm not saying everyone should quit going to the dentist and do all that stuff or whatever. That's like a personal, it's a personal choice. And I turned out fine, and it has turned out fine so far. So I feel okay with it. But that was my reaction was like, how, we've had wisdom teeth for a long time, and will I be okay? Maybe I won't. And then at that point, I can go get it taken care of. But I didn't want to preemptively get my teeth pulled for no reason.
And then also, do you swish? Like it's called pulling?
Yes, oil pulling.
Oil pulling with the coconut oil.
Yeah, also I talked about that. That's something that you guys can try. You can put oil, the coconut oil in your mouth, and you can use it like a mouthwash, and it pulls all the plaque off of your teeth, and then when you spit, it's all just like a big plaque ball. This takes like 20 minutes, so you put it in your mouth, you swish for like 20 minutes, and then you spit all that plaque out. I personally don't like it because I don't like the feeling of the oil that stays in your mouth. And I was telling someone else that it's like eating a banana. Can you guys you guys know when you get that film over your mouth when you eat a banana? Yeah. So that's that feeling, and I don't really like it, so I don't do that anymore. But yes, I have tried it, and it does work. I just don't like the feeling.
You can also use sesame oil. But there's a great book that you might be interested in reading. It's called Mouth Matters.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good book to read about.
I'm going to take a note of that before I go.
As far as the rinse, what about the peroxide? Without swallowing it yet.
Yeah, I used to do peroxide.
It kills everything.
It whitens the teeth.
Yeah. The miswak also whitens, in case you wanted to know. But yeah, I used to use peroxide too, and I didn't like that either. I just don't like the feel of it.
The little foaming, but the rest could clean. Hey, it's killing everything that's.
I actually started using the apple cider vinegar to like use as a mouth rinse, and I like this better. It's astringent, so it does like get in there, but it also gives you that feeling of clean, and that's more like what I'm looking for. I guess like that Listerine feel without all the toxins, right? So that's what I use now. Yes,
Have you thought of joining the Eco Action Club
I don't know.
on
What
our
that is.
campus? Reason why I'm bringing it up is just because last semester we did a lip balm made out of coconut oil, shea butter, cream, and it's great. It's lasted me so long, and it's so awesome. Yeah. So I don't know if you ever wanna do a workshop on it. They usually have them every semester at the Center of Environmental Studies.
Okay, I'll take a note of that too.
Yeah, you should definitely join because they would love to hear like other stuff that I haven't heard of either. So
Okay.
that'd be kind of cool.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Anyone else?
Well, thank you very much. That was very informative. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that with us. So we can all go home and rinse our mouths with coconut oil. I use coconut oil in my hair.
Yeah.
It's great. It's and also on my skin as well.
That's the main one. Is my skin and my
And
hair.
you know, it's all about habit, getting into the habit of doing things. So thank you, Professor Halls, for staying.